For a lot of us, the holidays are about food, good food, family, and tradition. But for veterans across the country, a lot of them at least, this time of the year can trigger symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, survivor's guilt, remembering fallen comrades. I mean, the holiday season can be a real challenge. So to talk about this, to help us understand, we have Chuck Reaves with us this morning. He's the author of a new book called A Boy Becomes a Man in Nam, Understanding the Cause of PTSD. Chuck, thank you for coming in and helping us understand this.
Thank you, Victor.
First, why did you write the book?
I realize that we are looking a lot at curing PTSD. How do we treat those people who have combat-related PTSD? Part of the cure is understanding the cause. So my book, I don't understand cure, I'm not a therapist, but I do understand what causes a veteran to suffer PTSD from combat-related situations. So I wrote the book to help family and friends of veterans, as well as veterans, put into words what's really going on in their hearts and their minds and what's creating this PTSD.
And part of understanding what creates it, what causes it, and how it manifests itself is understanding the triggers. What are some of the triggers this season?
This season, well, first of all, the holidays are an emotional time. Yeah. PTSD is an emotional disorder, so it will stir things up. This year, we kind of got hit with a double whammy because the budget was announced right in the beginning of the Christmas holiday season, and the item put on the chopping block that's most prominent is veterans' benefits. So veterans are wondering, I'm a Vietnam veteran.
Yeah.
We came home, we were not appreciated. So now we're wondering, are we appreciated? And then we see a tactic like that and we're wondering, where do we fit in this society?
And when you came home, there was no such thing as PTSD. I mean, that wasn't a term.
That's right. Yeah. In World War II, they used something called shell-shocked. And if you'll recall, General Patton was disciplined for striking a soldier who was shell-shocked, which was PTSD. When we send someone into combat, it's typically a male.
Yeah.
Boys are taught, big boys don't cry, man up, and we're not allowed to express our emotions, so they all get compressed inside of us. So when I came home, the Army was very proud of 24 and out. From the time my plane landed in Seattle, Washington, I was processed out of the military, back at the airport, ready to go home in 24 hours. Yeah. No time to decompress.
You know, we have very little time left, but I want you to talk about what I think a lot of people are unaware of, the differences between PTSD for someone like yourself, a Vietnam veteran, and someone from maybe the war in Afghanistan.
Oh, excellent point. World War II, they had time to decompress on the ship coming home. World War II veterans saw an average of 40 days of combat per year. The Vietnam veterans saw 240 days of combat. So it's a whole different scenario. For Afghanistan, I'm not sure their PTSD is any less or more than ours, but they can Skype. They can talk to their family. I had no communication with my family at all for a year. And now they have this opportunity to touch base with home. Well, does that make it better or worse? Does it make it manifest itself more strongly? Now, they're coming home to a difficult economy. So they're coming home having trouble finding jobs. And since World War II, all the wars since, the veteran has not been as appreciated. So now we're trying to figure out, where do we fit in society? We've got the holidays coming up. We've got all this stuff going on. How do we address that? And for the families and friends of veterans, they need to get the veteran talking.
Well, we certainly want to make sure that we at least empathize this season and understand that for everybody, it's not ribbons and bows in winter wonderland. Chuck Reaves, thank you so much for coming in. The book, again, is A Man in Nam, Understanding the Cause of PTSD.